Hello, everybody. Think I'm live. And I think I've moved the video so that you can't see the wall. I'm loving my new backdrop, by the way. I think it was $12 well spent. I will not tell y'all where I bought it because I do not want to give that dick asshole space explorer wannabe another dime, but sometimes you have to do things to get what you want in this world. I wanted this backdrop, so I sent that motherfucker some money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think that's pretty good. Yes, it gives me place to do some shuffling. All right. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. Hold on. I'm typing up my thing. Put your questions for the universe in the chat and tell me which oracle to use. Thanks, y'all. All right, there you go. Hi. Oh, hi, Googaloo. Manuka was a good sign because our parents loved you. Well, I'm so glad. Good. I'm glad it worked out for you. It's always good to hear when things work out for folks because sometimes it ain't right. It just doesn't work out like you hope. So, all right. Well, while we're sitting here, we're going to do our little thing. Today is the 28th of July, 2021. In the year of our Lord 2021. I don't know what it is in the other calendars, but that's what it is in our calendar. So like we always do with the OraCola, we set the space and kind of invite the universe in. We do that by lighting our sacred wood, sustainably sourced, according to the shop I bought it from. And then that makes everything nice and good and smelly, like in a good way. It makes you like, oh yeah, that smells so good. It makes you breathe in, you know? Yes, I love that scent, just breathing in. That's what the universe likes. The universe does not like it to smell like dog, which is what it smells like at my house pretty much 90% of the time. All right, so we did that. And then, of course, the universe likes to have a little welcome bell. Like say, hey, I hear you up there. I hear you down there. We hear each other. Just like a pleasant tinkling sound to kind of get the energy flowing, get the sound waves moving in the room. All that. Like it. Okay. And then, since I still have some, I'm going to use my Rich Bitch spray. This is just another scent. It's like a sensory thing. So we did smell with the wood and the air, the smoke and the fire. All that was in that one thing. And then we got the water element here with the air and the scents of smell and all of that stuff. So we kind of like covering all our bases here. Only thing I don't got right now is an earth representative. Let me go get me a rock. Hold on. I'm going to get me a rock. Y'all talk amongst yourselves in the chat while I pick out a rock for y'all. Let's see, which one do I want to do today? Which rock? All right, I think I want to do this rock. I think it's a little dusty, but it's okay. You won't be able to tell. Okay, there we go. Oh, all right, now we got a rock. So we got earth. We got all them elements there. Ready. This one's got some sparkle in it. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is earth. I think, pretty sure this is my lepidolite rough rock. We'll look up what lepidolite means later, but yeah. My rock journey has unfortunately exposed me to the fact that I should have written down what rocks I was buying and like labeled them somehow, like made like a Whitman's chocolate sampler map of my rock collection, because I forgot what some of them was. And they look nice, but I could not tell you what they do. And if I needed to use them in some kind of ritual, I would be SOL, because I just do not know. All right, so there's a rock. All right, looks like we got a question from the Google Loop. Tarot, should I take this new job and shove it? Nope. Sorry, that's your interviewing for. Okay, well, let's find out. So, for those of y'all who do not know and you're first-time viewers on this program, which is probably not very many, if at all, I will just explain briefly the oracles while I'm getting out the stuff for Googaloo. So we have several oracles to choose from when you put your question in the chat. Just tell me which oracle you would like your answer to be from. And they're also listed in the description box below if you want to just like look at that if you can't remember. So we got the Magic 8 Ball. Yes. And then we got, of course, the Book of Revelations. And that requires you to pick a number between 1 and 22. And then I will tell you which other number to pick. It's based on the chapter and verse. And then we got the good old essential oil deck. This is kind of like what oil, scent, whatever should I use. And then we got the Happy Hat of Self-Care. The Hat of Self-Care has been telling us all to take a walk pretty consistently. If you choose it, it might tell you to take a walk. Don't be offended. It's just trying to be helpful. And then, oh, yes, and then we've got the color oracle. So here, pick your marker. I'll pick a marker out. Oh, green just jumped out. Can't reach it. Anyway, if you want the color oracle, you pick a color, and I'll tell you what that color is supposed to do for you and then how you should use it in your life. So that is neither here nor there. Oh, and there's another thing that I'm doing this week, brand new, but this is not oracle. This is just like when it gets dull, like when y'all ain't like asking questions, some fuzz. And I need to like ramble on. I'm just going to use this new thing. Of course, I'm still going to tell y'all my YouTube shame. I'll always share that with y'all because I feel like it's good to be honest about such things. But this is the tea. We got the tea now. And so we'll just like see what kind of mainstream media tea is out there. And I'll pull one out and I'll see what that little slip of paper says. And then I'll just kind of like tell y'all what I think the tea is. So that's a treat for later, but that don't mean y'all shouldn't ask me questions because that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to ramble on my opinions about what the fuck's happening on the news. My main objective tonight is to help you discover what the universe has in store for you as a message to help you along the path of your life. So let me get to that tarot question. And there's my deck. Now remember, this is my own personal deck that I've made for myself, that I've had for myself since I started doing the OraCola like 10, 11 years ago on public access. So this is my major arcana only, plus one card to represent each of the suits deck. So it is dealing in strong archetypes. Of course, if you want a more subtilized reading, you should contact myself or your other favorite local or far away tarot practitioners for a more in-depth reading with more cards, but this is good for television. So that's how it's working out for us. Now back to our regularly scheduled question. Should I take this job that I'm about to interview for? Or should I shove it? Let's see what the cards say. Ooh, the devil. Okay. Well, I don't think that's a very good sign. It seems to me like this job might be tempting because it might offer you something that you will enjoy. However, it might not be the very best thing for you in the long run. So think real hard about it. If you go on this job interview and it's going well, think, okay, is being in this environment going to trigger the worst in me? Or is it going to like make me feel bad about myself? Or is it going to make me depressed? Like, you know, look at the lights. Even the color of the lights, it matters. So think about yourself when you go in that interview, if you really want it, if you're really feeling that vibe, because I feel like there's something you might need to know that's on the secret that you might not be into, but you can feel that energy. You know what I mean? So good luck with that. Woo, that was good. I need to wet my whistle real fast. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm good. I'm glad I can find out what kind of rock it is. Ooh, we want the tea. Y'all, I'm here to tell your fortunes, like through my oracles. I do not want to ramble on and on for an hour about bullshit, because I will say something that will get me in trouble. So honestly, if you have a question, anything at all, just let me know. I will put that to the universe, and I will channel it through the oracle that you choose. Oh, the hat of self-care. All right. What should I do to prepare? It's a multi-hour process. Jesus Christ, are you trying to get in the Secret Service? God damn. I tell you what, one time I went on a job interview for some retail thing at the mall, and they gave me like 100 like questionnaire, and they didn't give me nowhere to do it. They were just like, go stand over in the corner. I just left that shit behind. I do not have that kind of time for no like minimum wage job, and they're gonna like use that to score me. Pfft, please have some fucking self-respect. Anyway, how to self-care might have a different opinion. Let's find out. All right. How to self-care wants to take care of you, but you won't fucking listen because you're so full of yourself. All right. Oh, there you go. Brush your teeth. All right. So the How to Self-Care says before you go on your job interview, make sure you brush your teeth, because I guess you'll be talking for a long time, and 6 hours is a long time to talk. And, you know, they might not let you have water. So at least you can have fresh breath to start. It might get funky as the day wears on, but that ain't your fault, right? Okay. Brush your teeth. Okay. Let's see. William. Hello, William. Has a question. Should we buy the home we are renting? It's suddenly being placed on the market. Is it the time to root, or shall we keep it casual before the housing market craps itself? Okay. Well, you still have to tell me what oracle you want to use. So that would be tarot, the Hat of Self-Care, the Essential Oil Deck, the Magic 8 Ball, the Book of Revelation, and the colors. Yes. So tell me which oracle you want, and I will answer your question. Let's see if anybody else has a question. Row, I have the option to sever or continue a professional contract. Can the tarot guide me in this decision? Well, tarot will certainly try. Let me do this one while we're waiting for the oracle selection on the other question. Okay, tarot. All right, well, I'll get you after this one. We'll do Rose first. Welcome back, Ro, by the way. Welcome back, all the previous watchers. I do appreciate y'all tuning in this evening. I know that y'all have a choice when it comes to your online entertainment, and I'm so happy when you choose the OraCola. Thank you for flying with us this evening. Okay. Let's see. This is still a take this job and shove it kind of theme. I feel a theme is presenting itself, at least for these two questions I just did. All right. Answer is the Fool. Okay. So the Fool means you are starting a new journey. So think about it like this. So the Fool is basically the beginning of the tarot. You're naive, you're full of hope, you got all that like vim and vigor, and your little dog's fed, and everything's hunky-dory, and everything's great. So right now, maybe it's a good time to like keep going with optimism, but also know that if you're embarking on some kind of new journey, there's going to be unforeseen obstacles and bumps. I think as long as you feel good about this potential job that you want to keep going with, or as long as you're having good feelings about it, sure, why not? You never know where it might lead. It looks like whatever you decide, you are on a different, like you're starting a new path. So there's your answer. All right, back to William. Should we buy the house? And we're going to do the tarot again. By the way, if you are so inclined to send a donation to me as prompted by the universe or your higher self or whatever being is telling you, please look at my description box and you will see my payment info. You can send to Venmo or to PayPal. Any tips are greatly appreciated, and they will always be spent on doing better shows for y'all. So that is where I'm at right now. I don't need it for my rent, not quite yet. So anything extra you can throw in the pot, I will spend on better equipment as I earn it. So that is how it gets spent. But it's also just free. You don't have to contribute nothing. Nothing. I do it from my heart. I do it from my heart for y'all. Okay, so tarot, should we buy the house? And survey says, ding, oh, the hangman. Okay. So this is an interesting position. So right now you're stuck in a position. You can either stay and buy and possibly have to like put down roots in a place where you're not sure about being. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the world, a lot going on. Or you can surrender to the fact that you will have to move out of this house and you can go. And you can either stay in the same community, maybe just a different house, or maybe even buying a different house if you want to buy. Who says you have to buy this one? Maybe you want to buy a different house. I say right now that the universe is telling you that you need to sit still for a minute and look at all the perspectives. Just take a look around you, look at all of the angles, because you're going to be stuck for a minute. But once you're settled into your stuck place and you've looked at all the angles, you'll be better informed about how to cut yourself down and continue your fool's journey. So good luck with that. I don't know if I would buy, if I had money, I guess if I could pay cash. If I could pay cash for a house and it was in a market that I felt was going to be good, keep going up, then maybe, yes, maybe. I wouldn't pay too much. I would not buy a house that is fallen down and full of rats and roaches and needs to have everything redone. And, that you pay for it and then you have to spend another $500,000 on it, and then the contractor's fucking you over, so then you're in court for 5 years. I don't need that kind of worry in my life, but everybody's different. So I would just do your homework. Okay. Let me see if we got any questions after I went on that little rant. Do you take checks? Well, I don't take checks because that is a little bit more traceable because it's actually going into my bank. Because, I kind of launder my other money. Shh, don't tell the man. But, yeah, I just, you could send a check to me, but then I have to give you my address, and then I have to go to the bank, and then it would just be a big-ass problem. So what would be better for me is if you just sucked it up and got yourself a Venmo or a PayPal account, and then, made the payment that way. But I understand if you're on the check, that's fine. I'm not judging. I'm totally fine with that. I just right now, it's just a lot of extra that I got to do. So my apologies. Apologies. But I will take cash. So if you ever see me in person, just slip me the 100. I'm very happy to get it. That's true. That's true. Checks can bounce. You don't know. You get that check, you send it in, you hope that shit goes through. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. France, will money come into my life soon? Lucky 8-ball, thanks. All right, let's find out. The magic 8-ball has been persnickety. We'll just put it that way. The magic 8-ball has been persnickety, but let's see if we can make it hold itself. All right, hold on. Oh, no, be still. Be still. I can't even read that. Okay. Here's the thing. My bifocal contacts are not working with this. My sources say no. Okay. I just needed to get it out of the light. My sources say no. So I don't know if it'll hold itself. Here it is, like the Death Star coming around. Did it stay? Did it stay? No, the magic 8-ball was a bitch again. I'm so sorry. I swear that's what it says when I look at it. But when I turn it, it's just like it gets shy. It gets shy. So there's your answer. There's your answer. Sorry about that. It's probably not the one you wanted, but it's how it works sometimes. Oh my God. All right. Does anybody else have a question? Hi, Belle Angelique. Welcome to the show. I see you popped in there. Appreciate you. Oh, someone give out their address. So is this the address of the house you're trying to buy? Because, one of you out there that's got the money might be able to outbid and then buy it out from under him. And then, you could play out some kind of, horrible landlord situation if that's your fantasy. I'm just telling you right now, sometimes the universe provides in mysterious ways. Hello. Oh, my gosh. If nobody else has a question, I'm going to have to get to the tea, but I don't want to have to get to the tea too early because it's only 9:22. It's only 9:22. I've got another 38 minutes to be on. So, yeah, we don't want to waste the tea. I mean, the tea's hot, tea's bubbling, but it'll always be there. Okay. Anybody have a question? Anybody at all? Oh, here's the thing you can do while you're here. You can also subscribe to my channel. That is channel arcieoracola. You can also hit the notification bell. So I guess you can get notified when I go live or schedule a thing or drop a video. And then you can also, and this is important apparently, like the video and comment on the video, not just on the live stream, but on the actual video itself. Apparently, according to my research, that is a thing that helps the algorithm. So if you got a few seconds, go for it. I don't care if you tell me I'm shit. That's fine. I will just try to catch more flies with my honey. So that's how it works. Okay. What? Oh. Google says that place is by a Mickey D's. Oh my God. So someone has already Google mapped it. Maybe you're waiting. You know what? If you're a benefactor out there, if you're one of them secret billionaires, out there just watching my show randomly because you're bored because you have everything in your life and you see this person's address, why don't you buy that house for them? And then you can put a thing in the newspaper and then you can get some good publicity and everybody will be happy. Do that. I think you should do it. Yes, go for it. All right, well, guess the time has come for me to get to some tea. Now, I did not get this teapot until yesterday. So I got this on my local free group. There's a thing called Buy Nothing, and you can just like be part of this Facebook group. Of course, you have to be on Facebook. But anyway, people give shit away, and sometimes you can get it. There's like weird, complicated rules. But anyway, I got this teapot, and I thought, well, it'd be nice to, instead of just reading off a list of news stories, if I just drew one out and see what the universe would like for me to talk about. So that's what I'm going to do. Here's a few local news stories, recent, just things I thought of today. All right, let's see what we got. And the answer is, the January 6th riot hearings. Okay. So I will be succinct here. I do not know exactly what's happening with this because I have not really followed it, not even from the very beginning, not even from the time of the riots. You know why? Because it smelled really strongly of false flag. Oh, sorry. My allergies got to me. Anyway, it just smelled like the whole thing. It just smelled funny. So I did not pay attention to none of it, like peripherally, just because it would show up occasionally on, whatever I was looking at. But I have not been following this because it is probably very likely that it was a staged incident. Either it was fully staged, or more likely, as the FBI's want to do, they set people out there to be agent provocateurs, to go undercover, to find somebody weak-minded, to stage some kind of terrorist attack. And then before the whole thing happens, they go in and arrest them. And then they say, hey, we foiled this terrorist attack, all that. It's just theater. It's bread and circuses, and I have not been paying attention to it. However, I would say I would not trust pretty much none of what you see about that shit in the mainstream media, like that's just flashing across your social media. Because if you really want to know what's going on, you got to dig way deeper. That's a whole lot of like extra work. And who has time for that? For something that ultimately, yes, I think one or two people died. Ultimately, it was just like a big to-do. Much ado about not much. Let's get our priorities straight, folks. Condo buildings is collapsing because we have poor building standards. Bridges is falling down. The West is on fire. The electrical grid is about to go out. We got other shit to worry about. All right, that's my tea on that. Does anybody have a question for the universe? Oh my God. Let's see. Let me go back. All right. Cemetery. Yes. Color. Google it. What color should I wear to my interviews? It's going to be on a video call. Okay. So number one, make sure you're fully dressed. I just letting you know, full disclosure, I'm not fully dressed right now, but that's because I know how to get in and out of my position without showing my ass. However, I would strongly recommend, just because you'll be in the moment, to at least wear appropriate bottoms. Not sweatpants, not boxers, not nothing. Wear the appropriate bottoms to the thing. Maybe you can forego the belt. Maybe. Depends on the interview. All right, let's see what the color oracles say. Colors! Interview color. Orange. Ooh, okay. Orange. So I think orange is a very bright and sunny color. It's got a lot of good positive connotations. So figure out how to work that into your wardrobe if you want the job. Remember, the devil card was pulled. So maybe orange is not the color. But it's also a flamey color. So I don't know. Anyway, there's your answer. Okay. Let's see. Matt. Hello, Matt. Welcome. Feeling the roots of my community loosening. Should I take flight or dig deep? Ooh, that's tough. It depends on how you want to take flight. And it also depends on which oracle you would like. Remember, you have a choice. There's the tarot, the colors, the magic 8-ball, the essential oil deck, the book of Revelation, and the hat of self-care, all of which will give you some kind of guidance, but it's up to you to choose. So let me know. All right. Same crap, different day. Security let them nuts up. Yep. Jake, should I continue with my current therapist or should I take a different path? Revelations. Okay, so the answer is, you know the rules because you've been here. You got to pick a number between 1 and 22 because that's how the book of Revelation goes. Got to get a number and a verse, chapter and verse. So let's see. I got 2 people out there that need to give me an answer. Matt needs to tell me the oracle, and Jake got in there first. So chapter 5. See, and then give me a verse between 1 and 14, honey. Between 1 and 14. This is for the therapist. Oh, we got someone else. Hi, Ego Strokes. I'll get to y'all in a second. Hold on. Jake. Nope. All right, 13. All right, Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 13. Oh, it's a long one. And every creature which is in heaven and on the earth and under the earth, and such as are in the sea, and all that are in them, heard I saying, Blessing and honor and glory and power be unto him that sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb forever and ever. Okay, so that's basically a big like worship scene. So everybody's like, woo, doing that thing. So I don't know what your question, your current therapist. Well, it's either like, I think maybe the current one is good, but you might need to interpret that verse with your therapist. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of vague. Anyway, good luck. All right. Who had a question? I know somebody did. Ego. Oh, and then somebody. Oh, Matt did not give me an oracle. All right. Well, Ego, I get you. What do I need to do to improve my relationship? Tarot. Okay. Let's see what the tarot says. We're about halfway through the show right now. Thank you for tuning in to the OraCola. Okay. Tarot says strength. So I think in this situation, you need to be strong. So whatever the relationship requires for you to make it better, you need to be strong and figure it out and make it work. So if that means going to therapy, or if that means making some changes in yourself, if that means moving out, being strong, like getting rid of the relationship, a lot of ways that could go. But strength is the thing you need to look for. Look for the strength in the situation and do that. So there we go. Who said what? Glenn done get a lot of writing on it. Okay. 13. Manage to decline. Okay, so y'all are having a chit chat. That's good. I don't mind. I'll take a sip. Tarot. Okay. Tarot, what to do about your fractured community. How to feel about when the folks that you thought were your folks are suddenly no longer your folks. It happens. You know, it's part of being a human. I think if we are lucky enough to stay in the same tribe, that is one evolutionary journey. But some of us are on a different path, and it means that we will be joining up with different tribes at different times. And we may not understand the reasons why we suddenly are not a part of a tribe, but that's just our karma. So let's see what the card says for you. All right, the High Priest. So this is the Hierophant card. I just kind of renamed it because I like the symmetry between the High Priest and the High Priestess. So the High Priest is, of course, a spiritual leader, somebody who has authority and knowledge and has reached the pinnacle of their particular mystic experience. Somebody who knows about everything. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. They could be good. They can be bad. They can be complicated. Chances are they're complicated. But I would say in this situation, because it's a community-oriented thing, you might need to find a mentor that's perhaps more knowledgeable in the community, either to guide you through the intricacies of it, or perhaps to show you that there might be a different way. And yeah, so I would say like find a mentor, maybe find somebody who knows more stuff that can like fill you in on things, like give you some education, give you a little bit of insider knowledge. That's my thing. All right, let's see. All right, we got a Goog, I'm going to go past you because somebody new showed up. Hi, Isaac. Should I go on a random unplanned adventure this weekend? Magic 8 Ball. Okay. Let's see if the bitch is back. Is the bitch, is that bitch back? When is she going to show me that I can't read? All right, come on, bitch. Come on, you can do it. All right. And the answer is, it's upside down. Hold on. I had to turn it. Most likely. Okay. Let's see. Can we get it to go in? Boom, 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 boom. Shit. I swear we got it to work the first time. Some of y'all might remember the first time we had the Magic 8 Ball on, I swear I was able to get a message on the camera, but apparently it's not cooperating. So sorry. All right, Goog, I'll get back to you. How should I answer the interview question about migrating a database? That's very specific. I don't know if the revelation is going to tell you the answer, but I'll do it anyway. So 22, hold on, 22, verse 6. Hold up. 22, verse 6. Okay. And he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord God of the holy prophet sent his angel to shew unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. So God sent his middleman down to like school the troops on what's going to happen. So yeah, there's your answer. The answer is yes, you will migrate that database. You will be like real hard on all those underlings that you actually delegate the job to, and you'll be very thorough in making sure they don't fuck up. That's your answer. All right. The gods definitely have spoken. They have. The gods are always speaking. It's just, do you hear them? Do you actually like pay attention? Because they're always talking. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that the universe, however you want to describe that, is always talking to you. Always. Definitely. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go on to my YouTube shame here. So it's bear season. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then right now you need to open a new tab on your browser. If you're on a phone, maybe wait till later. But you need to go to explore.org. That's just how it sounds, explore.org. And you will see the live stream for the Brooks Falls Brown Bear live cam. And that, my friends, is the best goddamn thing happening on this planet right now, bar none. Always has been for the last, 12, 15 years, however long they've been doing it. I have been watching this show literally for over a decade. And it is my most favorite thing that I have ever seen in my life. 100%. So, if you're ever feeling down, if you're ever bored, if you're in the summertime and you have internet access, all you got to do is go to explore.org and watch them fucking bears sit at that waterfall and catch them salmon and eat them salmon and fight with each other for space and just be bears. And it will put your whole life into perspective in that like moment. If you could just like be there with the bears, be with the bears. And it will just like take away so much pain. 100%. 100%. Oh my God. My nose is itching. It means the universe is talking. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh, how can one hear the gods more so? Tarot, for you, what you need to do. Okay. Well, my number one recommendation for folks who want to hear the gods is to shut up. Shut the fuck up. Just like, shh, tranquilo. And you might start hearing the gods. But it's real hard to hear the gods when you're just like, existential crisis, ego, drama. Yeah, so that's my advice as arcieoracola. However, the tarot might have different advice. So let's see what they say. Woo! Got me a nose itch. All right. Survey says judgment. There you go. Judgment. So yeah, you need to find out what's keeping you from hearing the gods. You need to see what's in the way, because the messages are there if you're willing to receive them. So you need to figure out what your blocks are, and everybody's got different blocks, but you know deep down what they are. So you just need to figure out, like, I want to hear the gods, put that intention out there, show me the way. How do I figure it out? And then like, it might be getting rid of some bad habits. It might mean like taking up some new habits. It might mean like changing your diet. It might mean like hanging out with new folks. Like there's a whole lot of ways that it could go with, but it comes down to you making the judgment that you want to hear the gods, and you might need to change your life to do it. So there's your answer. Good luck. Some people are just born with the gift. I'm not one of them people, but some folks can do it apparently. So good with them. Oh yeah, bear season is the best. The best. It 100% has always cheered me up. Every time I felt bad, every time I felt good, I always feel better when I watch the bears. Even if the bears just sit there, which sometimes they just do. They just sit there. They don't move much. They might try to lunge after a fish occasionally. Depends on when it is in the season. Like right now, early in the season, they're hungry. So they're like catching as many as they can. But sometimes they're like kind of full. And they'll just kind of sit there in the water and they'll just be like, just being a bear. Just eating some fish, being a bear. And you realize that shit's happening on the planet at the exact same moment that you were sitting there watching it. minus like a 5-second delay. But it's happening in that moment. And you're like, oh my God, why am I so fucking crazy worried about all this bullshit? There's fucking bears in Alaska eating fish. That's what we should all be paying attention to. Because damn, that's relaxing. Very relaxing. All right. Got 15 more minutes here on the clock. So if you would like to get your question answered from the universe, please put it in the chat, and then I will put that question to the universe. Of course, you have to tell me which oracle you would like. So if you do not know what they are, if you're just now joining us, look in the description. That will tell you, and you can tell me, and I will pick the oracle. So, good. What is Tiffany Trump doing right now? Hat of self-care. That's an odd one. I don't know what she's doing. We'll find out. Just because I'm curious what the hat will tell us. And I have no idea where Tiffany Trump is in this world. I don't know what she's up to. The hat says she is eating healthy. So, maybe she's just really trying to like be her best self. That's what she's up to. She's eating healthy. I hope that satisfied your curiosity. Should I do some more tea? Should I spill some more tea, y'all? What do y'all think? I think I got time for some more tea. Well, one of y'all thinks of a question. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, and the tea is, the Olympics. Womp, womp, womp. That question we don't want to actually talk about. Okay, well, here's the thing. So I told y'all last week that the fact that we were not going to be able to see the Olympics like it's meant to be seen in front of an audience was going to be detrimental to the whole thing. And I was 100% right. And that's not because I'm a psychic. It's because I have common fucking sense. So yeah, the fact that there was no audiences for none of the things except for press and like rando volunteers who wasn't like, they was just security. And, the whole point of the Olympics is to get the attention of being in the Olympics. Like, why would you go otherwise if you're not getting the attention? And so none of these athletes is getting the attention that they expect. And a lot of them is like having difficulty navigating the whole thing. It's just very bizarre, very bizarre. And I'm sure the other part is they can't even like go touring when they're not competing. They're just kind of like locked in their little cubicle at the Olympic Village, which is made out of fucking cardboard, because of course it is. Of course they're going to tear that shit down later because it's not worth keeping. It'll fall down in 2 months. Just look at all the past Olympics. Just look at their shit. It's all falling down. It's just like the most shoddily built shit. It is the biggest money laundering thing in the entire universe. I think. One of them. It's up there. Yes. So, I think the Olympics is 100% just a shit show right now. It's like calling into question, why are they even having it? Like, apparently Japan is under more danger than it's ever been, but they canceled it last year when everybody was ready to do it. Like, they could have just kept it last year, kept it last year. And if they wanted to use it for their narrative, they could have like had a real big blow up of cases and whatever, could have been a big deal, however they wanted to spin it. Cause you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's really happening. Like, we're thoroughly propagandized at this point. You cannot believe anything that you hear on first heard. You just can't. So yeah, I think the Olympics has been a total shit show. And I do feel sorry for, I should not have like banged the table, but I do feel bad for Simone because honestly, she has nothing to prove. And if she wanted to go home like tonight, I would be 100% behind that, because honestly, why? Why does she need to compete? She doesn't. She's already won these medals. She's already done all of it. She's done everything. So If she doesn't feel it, then go home, girl. Go home. There ain't no shame in that, because why risk your health and your safety for what? For the glory of a country that treats you like shit? Just saying. So anyway, that's the tea on the Olympics. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Oh, yeah. The Olympic dorm. So horrible. Horrible. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the branding is still 2020. That's the fucked up thing, because they had all them contracts in place and they couldn't dissolve them. So this is all just, don't get me started. I just want to say I have not really watched any of it. And I used to really like the Olympics. But right now, I've had enough. Ah. All right. So we got 9 minutes left in the show tonight. Remember, the best thing you can do for me if you are a fan and you're just tuning in is to subscribe to my channel, and then like this video, and then put a comment actually in the comment of the video when it actually gets uploaded. That always helps. And then if you feel moved to donate to me, then please do so. The info is in the description box. Venmo and PayPal, it's arcieocola, ARCIECOLA. All tips are greatly appreciated, and they will go to improving the quality of this program for you. Yes. All right. If anybody has a question, we have a few more minutes, and I'm happy to do another one. In fact, I'm going to shuffle the cards just in case, because I feel like, oh, yes, we have another one. Oh, had a self-care for Prince Albert. This weekend, I am watching 2 stubborn French bulldogs. So sorry. Help me care for myself. You should have said no. That was the way you should have cared for yourself to begin with. That is the answer. Oh, that one just fell out. Drink water. So the answer is, don't get too wasted. Just keep your hydration up. You'll keep up with them little assholes and their little needs. Good luck with that. Oh, is RC your favorite type of cola? Well, I do like that it is still made with sugar. At least the last time I looked, it was made with cane sugar and not corn syrup. But I'm not actually a big cola person. I don't really like it. It's too sweet. And then the diet stuff is too fake. So I'm like Goldilocks in that I cannot find one that's just right. And that's okay. I would rather drink something alcoholic or just plain water. Those are my two. Oh, and tea. I'll drink tea. But honestly, just like an alcoholic thing or water thing. So that's my go-to. Probably not the best, but that's what it is. Oh, a general reading for everyone. Tarot. Okay, we'll do that. Guidance for what we need to do. Essential oil. Okay, we'll say. We'll see. We'll do a tarot, and if we have time, we'll do an oil. How's that? Here's what we got. Everyone here, the answer is, temperance. So don't go too crazy. It's a little bit wild out there right now. There's a lot of weird energies. There's a lot of things afoot. You feel it. I know you do. That's why you're here. So temperance, darlings, temperance. Just be moderate. Don't go crazy. Don't go off the deep end. Try to maintain equilibrium. That is the best path for this week. All right. Essential oil for the weekend. All right. We'll do this one. Hold on. This one takes a little extra effort. Yeah, honestly, with them little bulldogs in this heat, you don't want to take a walk because one of them could just die. They have apparently the worst respiratory systems and they just do not do well in the heat. So it's best if you just take them out long enough to pee because otherwise they'll croak on you and then you'll never get business from that owner again. Like when they get a new puppy, they're not going to be calling you. Just saying. Okay. Let's see. Essential oils. What is that answer? Oh, I'm feeling this card. Lemon eucalyptus. Energizes the spirit. So some kind of like pungent eucalyptusy, like bright smelling thing. And honestly, eucalyptus is good for your lungs. So if you think you're coming down with something or you just need to like have some kind of chest opening experience, then a little bit of eucalyptus oil in some hot water, like with a towel over your head, just breathe that in and out. That's real good for your sinuses. And it's like kind of clears a lot of stuff up. So it's kind of the hippie way of doing the Vicks Vapor Rub, whatever that was. That's the same kind of thing. So yeah, lemon eucalyptus. There you go. There's your answer. Did I miss any questions? We have 4 minutes left, which means I could do one more if someone types it in real fast. But I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Essential oil. What will help me get more in touch with the afterlife with working with my clients? Okay, so maybe a scent or a tincture or a thing that you need to bring into your energy to help you with that. Afterlife, living, kind of the veil. What's going on with that? All right, let's see. Okay. And the answer is this one. Rosemary, classic. So easy too. So easy to grow. So rosemary for remembrance and also just because it has such an uplifting smell. It's good as an incense. It's good fresh. It's good at, it's a good like all around scent and it's good protective kind of just a good plant to have around. So rosemary, there's your answer. Invest in some plants, maybe get some rosemary bushes out in front where you work. And then, if you have a little boutonniere when you're at a service or something, maybe put a sprig of rosemary in it. Because, yeah, why not? Okay, we got 2 minutes left. And I guess that means it will be time to do one more tea. One more tea. Well, thank you, Isaac, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed your OraCola. I love doing this. Okay. Oh, all right. Here's a fun one to end on because it can be depressing these days if you don't focus on some of the fucked up shit. So this is a thing called Disney's Golden Oak. Golden Oak is an exclusive subdivision within Walt Disney World's property. So it's basically like a rich people gated community full of houses built by Disney-approved contractors with Disney-approved designs. And it costs millions of dollars to buy the house, plus like tens of thousands of dollars in taxes and like resort fees that you have to pay every year, no matter what. And you don't really get nothing out of it except that you can go to the park for free. That's kind of like your only benefit. There's a few other little ones, but other ones you got to pay for. So like, this is weird. So anyway, I fell down a YouTube hole. And I was watching videos of all these houses that sell for millions of dollars to who know. I don't know who these people are, but apparently they're millionaires. And they live in Disney World, and they pay millions of dollars for a house that's like right next to somebody else in an amusement park, like and that's just their vacation house. Like, but anyway, I'm fascinated. So that thing exists. In case you were not aware, if you would like to gawk at how the other half lives, I would suggest looking up Disney's Golden Oak on YouTube, and you too can be surprised at what folks spend their money on. As Rome falls, as the world burns, as everything is turning to shit, and we're losing all our freedoms, at least folks can still spend millions of dollars to make their Disney dreams come true in their 50s. So at least the world's given us that. All right. Well, y'all, I do appreciate y'all tuning into this evening's OraCola. Again, if you would like to donate, I would appreciate it. If not, no worries. If the best thing you can do is just like my channel, subscribe to it, tell your friends about it, put comments in the videos, go back to the old videos and make comments. Like, any of that's helpful. That's free. And yeah, so glad to see y'all, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Bye.